Yo, what's up? My name's Troy, otherwise known as T-Roy. And yeah, it's because T-Roy is a nickname for Troy. Anyway, I'm gonna try to finish this video before my rice stops boiling. So I want to talk about the deeper level of getting over social anxiety. Because the common advice for people when they're told like what to do to get over social anxiety is to put themselves in more and more social situations. And this is really important. But I think there is one other thing that is possibly even more important than that, or something that goes right along with putting yourself in more social situations. And that is to be yourself completely. That's to not put on a mask, putting on a facade for other people. Because when you do that, then it builds like this ego self. It builds like this false self where you're trying to please other people around you by not being authentic and saying what you think that they want to hear and just saying things that you think that they'll like in order for them to support you and like you as a person because you think that you need everybody to like you. So that to me is like one of the most important things, along with putting yourself in social situations for overcoming social anxiety. Because if you're just going around putting yourself in more and more social situations and you have this like facade, this kind of like ego self that's not you, what happens is basically you start to like you're putting yourself in social situations, right? And you're being maybe okay, let's say you become like an extra nice person, like you do a lot of things for other people that you don't actually want to do, or you agree with people, you're overly agreeable. When you start doing when you start doing this stuff, basically what it does is two things: something that's not good for people and something that's not good for you. So what it does that's not good for other people is when you're putting on this like false persona, then other people don't get to know who you really are. And somewhere down the line, your true self is going to come out inevitably. It does in any relationship that you have with another human being. So whatever, when you're going around meeting people or talking to people and you're not being yourself, like they're going to find out who your true self is someday, or it's going to seep out, and you're just going to come off as very inauthentic to people because, one minute you're agreeing with them on this, and then the next minute it's like you're maybe, I don't know, maybe it comes out in like passive aggressiveness or tension when they make a certain decision and you don't like it, but you're holding your tongue and you're not saying you don't like it. Stuff like that's going to happen, or you're just going to build things up and explode one day, and tell them how you really feel, and then they're going to be like, what the heck, why didn't you tell me this at first? So it's not good for other people. It's not good for the long term in any relationship, and even upon meeting people for the first time, because a lot of people can sense when you're being fake. So yeah, if you're going around putting on this persona in order to please everybody around you, then okay, everybody might tolerate you, but nobody will get a real raw taste of who you are. So yeah, you won't really get people who really hate you because they don't know who you are on the inside because you're not showing them. But you also won't get the people who really, really love and respect you for who you are. You can't just be this person who everybody likes. You have to, in order to express your true self, some people are really, really gonna like you, some people are really, really not. But here's the thing: most people will respect you, at least. They'll respect that you're honest about yourself and your personality and that you're authentic. So it's not good for other people to put on a false persona, but it's also not good for you, because what happens is you end up being rewarded for this false persona that's not you. So what happens to you on the inside? You start to get a little weaker. You start to, feel trapped, like people don't like you for you. They only like you for the agreeable person or the seemingly cool person, or maybe you're forcing yourself to be more weird and eccentric than you actually are. I don't know. I'm pretty weird on the end. I think all humans are pretty weird on the inside, so you should probably just let your natural weirdness come out whatever kind of weirdness you have. But anyway, that's beside the point. The point here is that it's not good for anybody if you're holding back who you truly are. Okay, and it feels great. You actually start to build energy in social situations when you're just like, when you let loose. It's hard to kind of let loose sometimes if you're used to not letting loose and just letting people see your true personality. But once you do it, I find that it kind of invigorates you with energy. So yeah, along with putting yourself in social situations, one of the important things to do, the other very important thing to do is to, that classic advice, be yourself. But you have to think, what does that really mean? Be yourself. You have to find out who you are and just let that come out. Just let loose. Literally just let go. Stop judging yourself. Just let go. I know, easier said than done, but the more you practice it, the more you speak up for your opinions, the more that you let little pieces of your personality come out, the easier it gets. The more that you try to do it, the easier that it gets to just do it automatically. So, there you go.